Live from the WMTV studios, your news authority. NBC 15 News at 10 starts now.
Now at 10, new information on a deadly crash on I-94 near Deerfield last night.
And one step closer to reality as the community weighed in on ideas for a proposed public market.
First, we now know the names of those involved in a fatal crash on I-94 near Deerfield last night.
A Milwaukee accounting firm has identified the victims as its employees.
According to the firm, Kim Radke, Clinton Hall, and Katie Pasqualini died as a result of their injuries from that crash. Another employee, Brian Falk, received serious injuries and is undergoing emergency treatment. A spokesperson for the firm says they were returning from UW-La Crosse, where they presented at a networking event for students.
Authorities say a driver was traveling west in the eastbound lanes and crashed into two vehicles. That erratic driver is still alive. Officials expect alcohol is a factor.
Hundreds of people came out tonight in Ladysmith to honor the memory of Rusk County Deputy Dan Glaze. He was shot Saturday night while investigating a report of a suspicious vehicle in a field. Glaze had been with the Rusk County Sheriff's Department for a year and a half.
And during a memorial tonight, friends and family recalled memories of a UW Stout student from Saudi Arabia who died following an attack this weekend. UW System President Ray Cross, UW Stout's Chancellor Bob Meyer, and friends of Hussein Saeed Al-Nadi gathered at the Memorial Student Union on campus. Al-Nadi came to Stout in 2015 after sharing stories from his time at the university. Hundreds of mourners lit candles in his memory.
This is your Weather Authority forecast.
Lots of sunshine out there today, lots of clear skies out there tonight, and that is aiding in temperatures falling off rather quickly, especially as you push off to the north, where it's now 39 degrees in Camp Douglas, still 45 in Madison and 54 in Mineral Point. I think just about everyone, though, will be into the 30s come tomorrow morning as we see the clear skies and winds that are starting to go calm across the area. Do have the potential of some very patchy localized fog, nothing like we had this morning. That's the good news. And while it will be a cool start to your Friday, it's rather warm as we push into the weekend. Details on that all coming up in just a few minutes. John and Lee.
Brian, thanks. A proposed public market on Madison's east side is one step closer to becoming a reality. Tonight, there was a community workshop for the public to weigh in on some of the ideas.
NBC 15's Alice Kang joins us live from the market's future site and has more on what it would bring to the city. Alice?
John and Lee, this $14 million public market would be built right here along First Avenue between East Washington Avenue and Johnson Street. Now, this has been a project the city has been working on for about 3 years now, and city officials say they can't wait for this new kind of development to come to Madison.
The world's changing. Madison, which does not have an extensive background in regards to entrepreneurship, private development of businesses, has got to change if we're going to be viable over the next 50 to 100 years.
This public market would bring a combination of food retail, wholesaling, and processing, and would be funded publicly and privately. Mayor Soglin says he wants to set up a nonprofit responsible to the city that will handle day-to-day management for the public market. Tonight, people were able to share their ideas on what was important for the city and developers to include in the project, while the design for the project is still in its early stages. A neighbor I spoke with says she doesn't know if it's worth the big price tag.
When I hear that it's going to be like $14 million, brand shiny new thing, and it looks like the whole site is going to be reconfigured and redesigned, it's just, I think we have other things in this city we can spend money on.
If you missed tonight's meeting, there will be more meetings in the upcoming months. You can also share your opinion on the city's website. We've put that link on our website, NBC15.com. Now, the goal is to have the public market open by early 2019. Reporting live in Madison, Alice King, NBC 15 News.
Thanks, Alice. Over 3 million voters are expected to cast their votes in the state election. That's according to the State Election Commission. That's roughly 70% of the state's voting age population. And hundreds of thousands of absentee ballots have already been cast in our state. Nearly 664,000 absentee ballots were sent. Over 623,000 have been returned.
In this contentious election, it has some questioning the security of the polls at voting locations across the nation.
Some fear voter fraud, others a hack into the ballot collection system, but officials say that process is secure.
The Dane County Clerk says none of the voting machines in Wisconsin is connected to the internet, so they can't be hacked into. All of the information the ballot counters collect is encrypted, and every paper ballot is kept in case of any discrepancy in election results. He says he and other clerks are not concerned about any outside influence on the integrity of the election results.
The security that we have, having modern equipment, not being connected to the internet, is really the highest there is in the country.
Election observers are also welcome to watch polling places on Election Day. The clerk says this has always been an option for people, but there are rules on what they can and can't do.
If someone wants to watch what's going on, that's perfectly fine and important for the transparency of the election process. But you have to sign in, you have to present an ID, you have to wear a badge saying you're an observer, and you cannot talk to voters or disturb the functioning of the polling place.
Polling machines throughout the state are put through several accuracy tests before they're used in an election, and poll workers say they expect vote counting on Election Day to go smoothly. Well, next Tuesday is a big day in politics, but it's also a big day for city referendums.
Especially for Mount Horeb, as they seek to get a new public safety building that will house the fire and police departments, plus EMS crews. NBC 15's Morgan Wolf joins us now. Morgan, can you tell us why they're pushing for this new building?
Hey guys, yeah, they've been efforting this project since 2007, back when the main issue was the condition of the old building, but now they've completely outgrown it. Mount Horeb Area Fire District covers 2 townships and 6 villages, serving nearly 13,000 residents. Over the past 5 years, the number of full-time workers at the station has increased, leaving less and less room in the 53-year-old building.
We've been told that the building is beyond its usable lifespan at that age. It's a steel and frame construction building, so with some leaking issues and things that we're having, the steel is degrading, the wood is rotting, and it's basically just falling apart.
Despite those problems and issues with mold, they say the lack of space is starting to affect their jobs. Neighborhoods covered by the Mount Horeb area emergency responders will choose to vote for a referendum next Tuesday, and if that referendum eventually does pass, the project would be completed by fall 2018.
Morgan, thanks. Disturbing text sent to a father in Pennsylvania.
As an angry young mother releases her rage on her toddler.